I'm a boy, even though this video time traveled in Galtiay. YouTube eventually just allows topless, and I want a lawsuit where I can't be censored on YouTube. I'm now gonna get dressed and film today's video. That's much better. Hello, wonderful people, places. My name is Luke Castella, and this is my YouTube channel. In general, what is the history of wigs? Wigs is a craft to art of Cohen that is only in Galate as fake hair you put on your head for only 2 hours as lace and front that now stays only in Galate as a monopoly I own. And this is my shirt, this is my outfit, this is my hair for a few videos I'm going to be doing in a row. And this is the history. I presented my wigs because they're only worn by girls to my brother. And he was all like, to me as Luke, he was like, yeah, and Adam looked like a woman in it. And it was just like the most bitter takes on my gender as hermaphrodite that I'm transgender. And he kept going, because Adam looked like a woman, because Adam was a woman, because Adam is a woman. And he kept addressing me by the name Adam, which I am now X of for a time period. So what was Wigs? Wigs was a craft of a knit cap with a lot of wefts of kind of based off dolls and doll designs, elaborate haircuts, like this wig that is even linked because my descriptions are actually on streaming, which not everybody knows when they watch me, and it's kind of just like a historical wearing hair on your head, where this is my real haircut. It's very different than the wig that I have, and this is the inside, meaning it's a very luxurious wig. And I'm a boy, as you can see. And the history of wigs is that they are kind of hard to wear, with them kind of hard to brush, with them short and stocky as to why they went extinct, with them actually going extinct over the parts in the wig and unrealistic expectations of wearing and caring for them with storage. So wigs now go extinct. It is something I am fighting, but I decided I would stay a goth who wears color every day outside of time period. I'm just gonna keep goth and stoner. I am very stupid wearing this fake hair on my head. I am just permanently gonna be a goth stoner, and it's permanently gonna stay who I've always been. With it now in general and time period, I decided this is gonna be on this side. Hold on, because there we go. That's so much better. Oh my god, is that so much nicer? Where it's now permanently like a thing. So wigs go extinct because people can't wear them for long periods of time, and they're craft adjacent to a craft that goes extinct. But we still save companies on time period archives. So what that means, do you like my ballpoints of my hand tattoo as the hand tattoo I saw it towards the end? It faded into the ink stamp. And so the history is I had this elaborate hand tattoo in all my older content outside of a few singing videos, which I have to film more of today. And I film on this week, and they're my main channel with the behind the scenes, my Luke Vlogs channel, which I look very different on. And I gave up being Adam Snowflake around this time period, and he was the main personality for so long, with Miss Herwell threatening me to call me Samantha, which is my dead sister's name, if I, honest to God, changed my name further in like a very big punishment kind of way that got me to shut up. Because I'm abducted right now for the Adam Harwell abduction, and am moving in eventually because everyone keeps telling me that I'm going to. Where I now have to get a new blankie. This is what blankie shops are supposed to sell. They're supposed to sell blankies that look like this. This is my blankie, and wigs now go extinct. Where they went extinct because they were art of Cohen alone as a craft, with vomiting pickles time traveling you to work with companies as a craft. in the time period of Galtiay, because vomiting pickles is actually a craft to emo that is all time periods as emo's official craft, with emo origins official craft, hypersexual. Emo in general has one official craft and it's called vomiting pickles, and it comes with an emo style that is kind of obscure in emo. I just haven't worn a wig in a long time. That is not like all time periods. But this is my fuchsia blooded blonde hair pink wig. And I am now going to leave webcam videos behind to film properly on my camera. So this is goodbye to this older style content for a long time, because in the end I was still not filming on the webcam. I was filming ballpoints on the webcam, but ballpoints are sometimes all my channel has. So I'm leaving webcam for my camera properly, and it's just going to be a hassle setting it up every time. Where wigs now are kind of defined by rudimentary blocks of long, stoic, and white only assumptions of frizz and tangle allowed to mild degrees of Lukashenko and ghetto. So if you're African American or darker skinned or like that style female ponita, you're not allowed wigs. They're white and light skin only, and they come for skin textures that are white and light skin only, or it's heavily illegal as wigs. There is one African American wig brand in history called Ghetto Girls, and it's a brand I run, and I own a monopoly on wigs because I invented them. It got out of control. I was the only person making them humanely, and they decided in the end if I was going to be the only one to do it right, I was going to be the only one to allow a patent, because I forced my companies to permanently sell wigs correctly, and it states that they sold correctly. This is my old haircut as Zachary. I was blonde hair and blue-eyed as Zachary, and oh my god, as Lingo Lover Girl 5, who I currently am as Luke, did I think I was like, where I didn't go back to a female gender or a female pronoun. I'm speaking a foreign language where he and she are swapped, and so I'm using the male pronoun in the language, and I just won't change languages, and it's Kentuckulus and Ku Klux Klan as the language. I just like speaking Ku Klux Klan's language. I'm sorry, it's called a hateful thing. And the history is wigs have to be designed with you actually speaking that language of Ku Klux Klan, and they're still not Ku Klux Klan's craft. They're still Art of Cohen. So you have to speak Latin, Japanese, or Ku Klux Klan. You have to make it for white American sized heads as plus sized. So that's really thin or teenager and youth sizes. You have to make it in white only haircuts to Japanese anime characters or white only tabloid celebrities from future time periods, aesthetically stolen as the haircut or art of a subculture like punk and ghetto. And then you have to be white only extensions to this culture, like Rebel Nation wigs, which everyone assumes is punk, is actually skinhead. There's a very big difference in aesthetic, and I founded Rebel Nation wigs today as a time travel with that cat brand that everyone loves that is sold minorly in all wig stores. Kind of one specific brand, and it's called Neko Wigs, and I really love it as Living Terrarium because Neko Gamer is my ballpoints as Living Terrarium to my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's everything. Wigs now go extinct, but I own a monopoly and will always have them time traveled.